Wasn't Meghan McCain the one that just said, don't tell Republicans what to do, let Republicans figure it out, but yet she's still trying to call herself a political analyst and tell Democrats what they should or they should not do to be taken seriously? She's the epitome of hypocrisy. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click that bell button, baby, so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate it. I really sincerely do appreciate it if you do subscribe and do click that bell. Icebreaker questions. Is Meghan McCain a political analyst? Please enter that in the comment below. I'm also on Patreon, patreon.com/JOA. Y'all YouTube just be like centering my videos. So, I mean, like, it would mean a lot to me if you can donate $5 a month or whatever you have on patreon.com/JOA. Please thumbs up. Please share this video. I sincerely do appreciate that. And lastly, I know you guys want to watch the clip, but lastly, I just want to say, if you are a business and you're interested in YouTube promotions, YouTube advertising, you can hit me up at joamedia1@gmail.com. joamedia1@gmail.com. Everything's in the description box as well. Watch this clip and I'll come back with some more.
Megan, how are you feeling about what you're seeing and about Maxine's statement?
Well, first, with the Derek Chauvin trial, I agree with Sunny that I think this is one of those historical, paradigm-shifting American events that I agree that if he isn't convicted, we are going to see a deep and intense outrage. To put any context to it, I don't even remember Rodney King happening. It happened when I was 6 years old, so that's how long things like this have been going on. I obviously learned about it later on in school. In regards to Maxine Waters, I agree with Sarah. She said be more confrontational. She had also said in times prior, get up in people's faces, go up to people on the street. I just think we should be toning the rhetoric down. And I think if there's one thing I learned from January 6th, it's that influential politicians have a way of getting people to act. And politically, one of the things that polls really poorly for Democrats, and was actually one of the elements of the last election that Republicans weren't sure how it's going to play out, is in the suburbs, the quote, mostly peaceful protesting where people could see businesses being looted, cities being lit on fire. That rhetoric didn't play well at all, specifically with suburban women. And I think Democrats have to be really careful that it doesn't look like they're giving cover for any kind of violence or any kind of looting or any kind of businesses being destroyed, because if you don't care about the ethics of it, the politics really could come up and bite them. And I just don't believe, I believe in protesting. I believe in peaceful protesting all day, every day. It's a integral part of an American pastime. I think the second it becomes violent, you lose a lot of people on the message that is really, really important right now.
Right. Well, 99% of the people who protest out there are not violent. We do find that there are people who are burning and looting stuff. People need to be very aware of who they are and where they are at any given time. I personally would prefer that we didn't have oodles and oodles of videotape of officers getting ready to go out to fight the protesters, because I feel like people want it to happen. I don't feel like people in power, because I feel like if they really cared about all of this, they would have come to the aid of the protesters and said, let's work on this, before it got as far as it did last summer. But now people are saying, well, we should, Maxine Waters should get fired. Okay. I don't believe that's the way to go. I don't think people should get fired. I think people should get fired up when they see things that are wrong. You don't need to burn stuff down. Peaceful protesting works. All you have to do is look back in history and see how people changed the fight. See what people did in order to make it better. They didn't have to burn and loot. All they had to do was be there and get everything that all those people laid on people who wanted to go vote, laid on people who wanted to ride in the front of the bus. Don't forget how that all went down and how people fought it.
So protesting does work. It really does work. And even before I caught the commentary of Whoopi talking about this was actually before the verdict of Derek Chauvin with the George Floyd trial that happened yesterday. This is taking place on the 19th. I didn't cover this about her commentary, and I wanted to. So this was before that, just to let you know. But at this point, y'all, like, I'm all for peaceful protest. But at the same time, at this point, like, I'm not even going to say I want people to loot or whatever, but it's like sometimes you got to get nasty in order for your point to get heard. However, there is statistical analysis out there that says that 94% of peaceful protests having occurring, like United States of America, baby, here in New Orleans, we are literally the top 10 in terms of pow, people dying and stuff. And the NOPD, the New Orleans Police Department, even came out in the media and thanked the protesters for peaceful protests. So I really don't understand what Meghan McCain's rhetoric is. I personally feel like she rides the line of respectful and disrespectful to not get backlash now. And she just really wants to make her point across about her husband's commentary while he's too busy on Fox News touting that there hasn't been systematic racism since the 1960s, since the civil rights movement. And same thing with the woman that stank, Barry Wise, her friend, touting anti-Semitism, but really doesn't talk about Palestinian injustice at all in Israel. So I'm just really tired of the Meghan McCains. I'm tired of the Barry Wises, and I'm tired of the Ben Dominaz, the man that married her, not to dick her down, but to get a career off of her last name. And I'm just simply tired of it. I personally feel she's a miserable woman. I personally feel she is not happy. I personally feel no man wanted her, and Ben Dominaz is the only man close enough to get to her without using her in politics, because every man she dated wanted to be in politics. But he's using her in other ways through working in media, through networking, and being on Fox this whole week, 7 p.m. prime time. And I hope his ass don't get the job. I don't wish good on him at all. And simply, her husband also just published an article on his website saying that the Derek Chauvin trial wasn't fair, or it wasn't fair for Derek Chauvin. What part of that trial was not fair for Derek Chauvin? What part of a 9-minute, 29-second video is not fair for Derek Chauvin? But yet you're on The View talking about what Democrats should do, what should they not do to be taken seriously, but yet you don't want us to comment on your party. And you also need to check that husband of yours, unless that's your real views. You just don't want to say what you want to say because you're on the ABC network. And I honestly feel like her views are her husband's views. And Meghan McCain, you can rot in hell, just like Derek Chauvin's going to rot in hell. And your husband, Ben Dominaz, is going to rot in hell. I'm simply just tired of her and her antics. She's been riding the line, like I said, of respectful and disrespectful. I personally feel like someone behind the scenes spoke to her about her hatred towards the Asian community, towards her commentary towards Dr. Fauci, and towards her nastiness towards the host like Joy Behar and Whoopi. Joy Behar don't pay her no mind. She still don't pay her no mind. And so this is why she haven't really lashed out. She says some stupid shit, but she haven't lashed out on the host for it's been 2 weeks, because I make videos about her. I should know. But anyways, y'all, joamedia1@gmail.com. I sincerely do appreciate the support. If you want to promote on my channel, hit me up. Be a serious business. Don't just be a startup. Be a serious business. Everything is in the link below. My merch and my Patreon. Everything is in the description. Please thumbs up. Please share this video with your friends. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel. I make daily videos. I'm cool. I'm connected. I like y'all. I come on live sometimes talking to y'all. And as well, thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell so you will be the first to know when I upload. Deuces. Yay.